Well, hello, hello, hello to everybody here. It's Teresa Sanderson. As always, very excited to talk with you today. I hope you had an awesome weekend and getting a great start to your week. So, today I am talking about how to attract your ideal clients organically on social media. So, these are more marketing strategies for nurse entrepreneurs. And as you're popping in today, please feel free to say hi. Let me know that you're watching. If you're catching me on the replay, comment hashtag replay because you know I love to connect with you and hear from you. I would also love to hear your aha moments as I go through some of this today. So, how to attract your ideal clients organically on social media. First of all, in my opinion, it's really important, not to just get started with paid advertising before you know and understand the kind of messages that really engage your ideal clients, right? Because doing that is kind of like a shotgun blast or the spaghetti against the wall that you hear, oh, they're throwing spaghetti against the wall and hoping something sticks. So you really want to be sure that the messages that you're creating are good marketing messages for your people, for your ideal clients. So how do you do that is you can test things out organically. All right. And so attracting organically means that you have better odds of running a successful business because when you know you can attract people organically without paying for ads, you know exactly what's resonating. Okay. You can really hone in on those things that are resonating with your people and create more of the same thing. My personal philosophy in business is do more of what's working, right? So we have to know what's working before we can do more of it. The next thing, why it's beneficial to get started with organic marketing is because, again, this is part of the discovery process of who is your ideal client. What do they value most? What do they like most? What do they engage with the most? And through organic marketing strategies, you learn so much more about who your ideal client is rather than just, peppering a message out there and spraying it out to the masses and hoping again that something sticks. So I have to tell you, I've played the ads game before and I've lost a lot of money. I've made some money with ads. I can't say it was a total losing proposition, but I've had more luck with growing my audience organically and really honing in on and attracting my ideal clients. So much so that this is how I choose to grow my business today. And some people will say this, right? There's always two sides of a coin. Don't think that because you're marketing organically that you're not making an investment, right? So in other words, what is your time worth per hour or per day or that kind of thing as compared to ad spend? Okay. For me, it's worth it for me to make the financial investment of my time into organic marketing as I have, more than doubled in the first 6 months of 2023, all of the income I earned in 2022. So I have a six-figure business that I run from my home or my RV using my organic marketing strategies. And this is why I continue to do more of the same rather than not spend money on something that may not work as well. Plus, it doesn't give me the connection piece that I'm really looking for with my ideal clients. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Here are a few things that every nurse entrepreneur should know about their ideal client, because if you're going to attract somebody, the first thing is figure out who they are. And so I'm going to put some things in a little bit of a different perspective today. So question number one, or criteria number one that you need to know, is who they are. And I want you to go deep here. Who is your ideal client? What occupation do they have? What kind of job do they have? What's their financial situation? Are they living paycheck to paycheck, or do they have disposable income? Are they satisfied in their job? Are they educated or maybe uneducated? Are they healthy or unhealthy, right? There's a lot of different criteria that comes into really knowing who our ideal clients are. Do they own or rent a home? Also, what is their risk tolerance? This is an important piece of the puzzle because typically when we have a solution to a problem as an entrepreneur, first of all, as an entrepreneur, you're already an out of the box thinker, right? You're already an out of the box thinker. So probably your solution is going to be what? Outside the box. So you have to have a way of conveying that message and pitch about your product or service that can be, I guess, sensitive to the risk tolerance level of the client that you want to serve. Okay. Because not everybody's ready to just go trailblazing into a brand new area that you may think is just the cat's pajamas. But if they don't know enough about it, that could really cause them to stop and really want to think and learn and study a lot more. So it's really important to know the risk tolerance level. Another thing you need to know about your ideal client is what their pain points, okay? And as you think of a pain point, so many people talk about this, but I have to tell you, in every kind of business that I've worked in, people do have pain points. So what are they? When we ran the hospice years ago, I would walk into long-term care facilities who told me that most of the hospices they worked with at the time, and this was back in the day, really provided no benefit to them as a skilled nursing facility. That to me as a hospice provider was painful to hear. So what kind of things were not being provided consistently? I needed to dive into that. What were they not getting that they felt like they should be receiving from their hospice partners? So as you learn about pain points with your ideal clients, this really creates an awesome, amazing space for you to connect with your clients on a very deep level and understand what's not going right. What could be better, what could be easier, what could be simpler, all with what in mind? You know your ideal client. What do they need to be easier, faster, and better to want to do business with you, right? How is it that you can really serve them? So when you think about a pain point, I want you to think about it this way. It's kind of like having a rock in your shoe, right? Isn't that the most uncomfortable thing? You can have the best running shoes or walking shoes in the world, but if a pebble or a rock slips in there and all of a sudden you're stepping on it, it hurts with every single step until it's removed. What's the solution? It's removing the pebble. And from then on, it's smooth sailing. Doesn't hurt. I can keep on doing everything that I wanted and needed to do today. Do you see what I mean? That is how we want the solution to work for our ideal clients. It can have some immediate benefit, something that they see is going to immediately change their life for the better. Okay? That's what we want. So it's important to know the pain points so that we can know what to fix. See what I'm saying? Personality types and value sets. Oh my gosh, you can't leave this out. As you know, I believe this is the missing piece of every traditional customer avatar that has ever been put forth. All right. If we don't know the unique personality code of our patients, well, it's true. If you're working in the healthcare setting of your patients, but in the entrepreneurial setting of your clients and potential clients, you're missing the mark. You're making more work for yourself. You're also experiencing so many more, probably 75% more people are telling you no than saying yes to even just hearing more about your product and service, much less buying it. Okay. So imagine if by knowing and understanding the personality code and unique value set of your potential client, that you could improve your odds of success by 300%. Okay. What if you could get 75% more yeses? How would that impact your business, right? So this is very, very key. And I'm going to drop a link below this video for you to sign up for my upcoming workshop called Selling on Social, where we're going to do a deep dive into this. But this is truly the missing piece of the puzzle. This has been the biggest reason my income has catapulted this year to already more than double of what I earned in the entire year of 2022. And I want to share it with you. So Selling on Social is coming up. I'll chat about that in a bit. Let's see. What kind of social platforms let's start that again. What kind of social media platforms do your ideal clients hang out on? It's important for you to know that. There are many, many different kinds of social media out there, and you don't need to be an expert on all of them. Okay. You need to be an expert on the ones that your ideal clients frequent. That's where you want to be showing up, and that's where you want to be an expert. My people are on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and I'm going to do a deep dive on how to show up like a boss on all three of those platforms in Selling on Social coming up in August. So you also need to create engaging and valuable content. Again, just creating the content that's amazing and not having it written, read, spoken in a way that approaches all personality types instead of just one, which is how we come to the world, by the way, when we don't understand personality science and personality assessments and personality-based marketing. So this is a key piece of success, and I really want to be sure that you know and understand it. So create your valuable content, but then here's a pro tip. Create that content based on the personality code of your ideal client, and you can really hit the bullseye and skyrocket your business. Okay. Practice social listening. This is so important. What are your people saying that they need? What do they say they need? Not what do you think they need? What are they saying? So social listening, this means you're in LinkedIn groups, Facebook groups, other groups, listening to conversations that are going on among your people, and that's where you're going to find pain points. You're going to find what's not working for them, because typically that's where people go to look or talk about those things. Also, you're going to hear questions they're asking. Does anybody have a way to do blank? Anybody ever figured blank? Figured out blank. You want to be keying in on those things. So social listening. Be consistent in your content creation and getting it out there, because your ideal clients not only want to find you as a solution, they want to know that you're going to be around for the long haul, that you're not just here today for a sale, that you are, oh, what did somebody say about this today? I've got it in my notes here. Be connection based, not just campaign based. Oh, I love that. So right now I have a campaign, right? It's called Selling on Social, that I'm getting ready to launch next month. That's campaign based. My biggest piece of marketing and what I do best is being connection based. So yes, I want you to come to my workshop, but if that's not for you, you're going to get great information right here just by watching my free content. See what I'm saying? That is connection based versus campaign based. Let's see here. Oh, encourage user-based content. Anytime you can get your people who've taken your courses or used your product or used your services to talk about their experience with that, that is great. That is the best kind of content around, because people need that social proof. Then lastly, as you think about all things social media, never neglect to monitor and assess. This is nursing process here. Assess what's working, what's not working, and guess what I'm going to advise here? Do more of what's working. So the kind of posts that you notice are really working and really getting engagement with your people, do more of those things. All right, do more of those things, neglect the other stuff. So I hope this has been helpful. It's a little bit longer than usual, but it is a Monday, and I want to get your week kick started on a positive note. I hope you've got some amazing goals for this week. And before I leave you, just going to share a little bit more about Selling on Social. It's going to be a 5-day workshop over the lunch hour from August 21st through the 26th. It's a Monday through Friday, 12 noon to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. We are going to do a deep dive on how to grow your business with organic marketing on social media, focusing specifically on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Those are my top 3 big players, and they have been, around a really long time. So I'm going to help you learn to show up like a boss on all 3 of those platforms. Sorry. And then lastly, it's $47. It's going to have 5.0 contact hours for nursing, continuing education. And, yeah, it's gonna rock. So I hope to see you there. Click the link, get on the wait list now, and you'll be the first to know when our registration goes live. See you soon. Bye.